Welcome to this week's edition of Ripples and Reflections.
Yay.
Guess who lost the bet last week?
What bet was that?
While the game was horrible, this is the only happy moment that came out of it was I didn't have to wear it this week.
What didn't you have to wear?
Oh, I don't know. It looks good on you though.
And so I stand here wearing the Helga helm of shame, not because I was wrong. I was right. I said the Vikings would lose. I said the Seattle defense would smother us. I said Seattle would get 27 points. They got 26. I said the Vikings would score a measly 13 points. They scored nothing. And therefore the differential is that was 26 and you picked them to lose 34-17, so by 17. So I stand here not because I was wrong, because I was right. They lost, they got decimated. I was just not right enough. I damn near picked the Seattle score. 27, I said, they got 26. And I was certainly a lot closer with the Vikings getting 13 versus 17. I don't know where you came up with this mythical 17. They couldn't score anything. But the rules we set, hence I wear the Helga helm of shame, and it will be the last time this year that I will wear any Vikings branded gear. Because what a bunch of losers.
Wow.
That was just, it's pathetic.
That was a horrible game. It was the first time they've had a shutout in 18 years.
Yeah. And I think about the poor players, the really stalwarts like Justin Jefferson. What a waste of great talent.
God.
I feel for him. I hope he hangs in there with us. He's got every reason to bail on us and ask for a trade because I see no reason to think next year is going to be any better. So we have the oldest team in football, or one of the oldest teams, so they're not getting any younger. They're not going to get any better. And we have the most expensive team in football based on a cash-out basis. So that's not going to get any better.
Money doesn't always buy the best talent, evidently.
Well, no, it does if you have the right person picking the talent, which gets us to the whole other theme of what are we going to do? Somebody's got to pay for this. Somebody blew this. Is it ownership? Well, you can't blame ownership because, well, they own it. You can't take it away from them. So
unless they want to give it to us.
Yeah, I would take it.
We'd love to give them
although I can't
their
afford
input.
to pay the tax on that kind of gift, so no. I still think O'Connell has potential. I worry he's a little bit soft. I really prefer a more hardened temperament, but he is a good coach. He knows what the heck he's doing.
But today I heard part of his presser and saw some of the comments, and it's like the same thing we've been hearing for weeks. We know what we have to do. We have to get out on the field and execute it.
Okay. Well, you need the players to execute it without
Something's not happening, yeah.
Without an offensive line and so on and so forth. But that takes me to the GM. We don't have the right players to execute. So
and they also recommended that maybe O'Connell not call the quarterback plays for a game.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, Plan B is fully in effect. And in fact, that's becoming Plan A now. This is Plan B or C or D because, well, they're not going anywhere.
And in sad news, we lost Thielen. I feel maybe over the last few weeks, things just haven't felt right for him. And it was very strange that he was not in the game on Sunday and wasn't on the injured list. And now we have indeed lost him to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep. Well, he wanted it, and so I'm glad the Vikings let him go. I really was hoping he'd retire a Viking. He deserved it. I would have loved to see it. Maybe he'll get a one-day contract at the end of all of this to let him retire as a Viking. But this is his last season. He said as much, and he wants playing time. And we got to have somebody who can throw him the ball. And if we can't get it to Justin, how on earth are we going to get it to Thielen? So. And
we wish Thielen the best. He's always been one of my favorite players.
Yes, indeed. All my best to all the Vikings, the Vikings players. Frustrating season has to be. This isn't personal on you. This is to the team. And I think the GM let you all down, and here we are.
And Justin Jefferson, please don't leave yet. I saw the frustration in your face at Sunday's game. You weren't being given the chance to receive the ball very often. We love you here. We hope that you'll stick with us through the end of the season, but we feel for you. It looked very painful, quite honest.
Yeah, you deserve better.
Yeah, and
although we deserve better too.
We do deserve better.
You know, we've got many years, as I've said before. I've been a fan for 50 plus years, and every single year I end up in disappointment. You know, in some years worse than others, and this is going to be one of those.
Also, looking back at the game, I was quite surprised at how many throws Brosmer made to, who was it, Addison?
Yeah.
I didn't quite understand. Was there supposed to be a connection? It didn't pan out.
Yep.
So I don't understand that. Brosmer had a horrible game. I don't think we're going to see him Sunday, which I think is fine for now.
Yeah, and again, it's unfair to him if you can't block, you can't protect. It's
True.
really tough on a quarterback. I've said that before. This is a total offense failure, not just the quarterback, although he clearly was stressed. Not a great environment. Hey, my first game, I'm going to go in with 2/5 of an offensive line and against maybe the best defense in football. Yay, thanks.
One thing I actually look forward to after the Vikings game is the honest feedback from Ben Lieber, who's at the games. And wow, he holds no punches. He says almost everything I would want to say, but I'm holding back on the podcast. And Ben has been a professional player with the Vikings. I think he said that the shutout that was last happened 18 years ago was actually when he was on the team. So that had to be horrible to see a replay of that right in his face. We know we have listeners out there, and we're wondering about a gal that we came across in Costco a couple weeks ago. Jorg had on his Broncos jacket, and a gal came walking down one of the aisles, and we were on the end aisle, and she said, "Gotta have a backup team."
You darn right you have to have a backup team. And by the way, that's another thing I was right about last week. The Broncos won.
Yes. So we're hoping in all positivity and optimism that the gal actually watches the podcast. So shout out to you. If you see us again at Costco, feel free to let us know your opinion on the Vikings. And hun, today I got something for us in the mail. Actually, it's for you. It was an unexpected delivery that came with my Bath & Body Works order. And it actually turned out to be something quite appropriate.
Football season body cream.
Football season! Not just a body cream for men, but it's football season.
At least it doesn't say Viking season, because I'd have to throw it away.
Oh, all right. Well, thanks for listening to our podcast this week. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.